And we got the Halloween streams back and ready for action again. I don't know. Let's just get on here because we're doing the Plague today. I think that seems like a... I don't really know if it's too Halloween-like. However, it is pretty interesting as far as a custom run goes. Everything designed to kill you as much as possible, as it says. So, spooky in the sense that this is going to be a very quick run? Less content! Let's just go. Boy, I hope the Halloween spooky pumpkin mask isn't still on. That thing was glitching out like crazy last time. And demon outfit was for this Halloween spooky themed run. I'm ready. I think it's going to go a little bit better just knowing that I don't have to deal with the many horrible results that come from the follow the light modifier on here. Demon. Here we go. Oh, it's a very nice one. Red, black. I would say in the mood for the season. The reason for the season. Oh, yeah, shouldn't forget about that. And I do think that everything... Here, let me just have one quick check. Oh, it's okay. So everything does 5 points of malaise every single time that I get hit. Oh, this is going to be real fun. All right. I'm ready. Like I said, just want to do a nice short little one since it is, in the dead of night. Which is extra Halloween-like, but also means that I'm going to get pretty tired over the course of this. So, let's go. No, wait, no. And actually, I completely forgot. 2 cells active. 2 cells. Okay. Anything new for Halloween in this game? No, I think it's just, there is the new-ish update now in beta. The one for... the corrupted update, I believe they're calling it now. But I don't really know. That's been, of course, around for a little bit and is not particularly Halloween themed. So I'm not quite sure if you would quite consider that to be... Ooh, good. It's new stuff. Much like I said at the start of the stream here. New content is fairly something. Oh, God. Man, I might just need to... Okay, so does every enemy drop bombs too? Okay, this is going to be frustrating. I can already tell. The only thing spooky about this update was all the curse chests that we lost. I don't know if I would consider that spooky. I would consider that just... You know what? Let's just start this one over again. Get a nice clean cut for the video. All right. The Plague. Everything. 5 points. A malaise. 2 boss cells. Demon outfit. See how far I can get in a very difficult and frustrating world that we live in here. Halloween themed, not particularly, but an interesting concept nonetheless. One that I haven't really done just yet. Well, let's see how this one... Crap. Okay, thankfully that does not cause malaise on here. Well, especially knowing... nobody told me that apparently bombers now appear in the starting area when you're not on 5 boss cell. Chalk that up to another thing that makes this... My God. It makes this particular update maybe a little bit more difficult than some of the previous ones. Oh my God. Look at that go. It's fine. It's fine. It seems like the bombs don't cause malaise, which is kind of the most important bit when it comes to doing this whole deal here. Still looking for a short game other than Dead Cells to do as a Halloween one-off? I might just end up doing the Tomb of Scares, which is the semi-sequel to the Tomb of Friends, which I did earlier this year. Which I know that you are all looking forward to, and have been this entire time, right? I've probably done colorless mode for this entire thing. Although I am glad that I did keep monster food on. I think that is still very much in the season, along with the fact that I am doing this nearly at midnight, which not only makes it extra spooky, but also has me be very tired. Exhaustion is the scariest thing of them all. Let's go. Oh, did you ever get the Pumpkinhead mod to work? Unfortunately not. It was just a garbled mess start to end, so... Hey. Well, considering how the rest of that stream was going, it's not like it was going to get posted up anyway. Way too licentious. And also just bizarre in a lot of ways, too. Talked a lot about Wallace Shawn during that. Which is not befitting of a Dead Cells stream, if you ask me. Especially one taking place near Halloween. Unless you find Tuesdays with Maury a frightening look at 1970s... I actually should keep the assault shield, I'm realizing right now. 1970s look at New York. Ugh, did bombers replace the knife throwers? I guess. It is... Honestly, I don't know what I prefer. You know, I'm actually going to say knife throwers. This is harsh. Oh, man. Watching this on my Switch and my phone for some reason. Good, buff up those numbers. I need as many people watching this. You know, just keep this stream open in like 4 or 5 different tabs. You won't get anything from that, but I'll benefit. Unpaid labor. Halloween spooky. Okay. Okay, come on. What is the Tomb of Scares? Oh, it is literally just exactly what you think. It's a Halloween-themed version of the Tomb of Friends. I am 1 malaise point away from just completely losing here. Oh boy. Bruh, bombs don't malaise you up since you're 2 boss cell. Well, I would like to point you directly to the top of my health bar right now. This is the plague, baby. Everything's malazing me up, along with so very many bombs everywhere. It's very harsh. And not very fair. Okay. Let's see, I was told Promenade, Prison Depths. I do actually have a route for this one, but I guess it's only going to make it marginally easier compared to a normal, your typical average Dead Cells run, after all. And also, I can finally start to throw some of my cells in here, being only on 2-cell mode. Get to see recycling tubes in action. Okay, specifically, it was YOLO, Melee, and Open Wounds, I believe, what I'm doing for this one. Yes. Okay. Well, nearly topped off with every door, even in the in-between areas. Great. Enjoying sardonic playthroughs. Keep up the good work. Oh, come on. I wouldn't say they're that sardonic. But hey, thanks, Ben Mayer. Only some of them are sardonic. Especially Persona. Speaking of which, we are going to do a Persona stream after this. And by we, I mean, please join me for that. It's going to be the last one before the Royal comes out. Come on. No, nobody's. I'm going to be the only person there. Oh, well. Thank God. It's an hour long. No flask? Oh, no, you get no flask in this. This is the Plague, baby. Plague has no healing. There ain't no stops on the Plague train. This is one of those super challenge modifiers that I always looked at and I thought, too challenging. But hey, that sort of tenseness is exactly what you expect in the Halloween season. Think of it like a man in a white mask, just coming at you. Don't know why. Completely quiet. That's what the Plague is like for me. It's got that level of tension to it at all points in time. Suggest the run modifier. That makes sense. I thought you were actually going to comment about 2 boss cell movies changing and then forgot about malaise. No, I'm not that far gone yet. I am going to forget constantly about the fact that enemies don't teleport to me at this point in time, but I mean, come on. You've seen me play low cell difficulty. 5 boss cell has ruined me. It's just, my brain cannot get out of that mode when playing the game anymore. Which, let's be honest, I'm still getting comments of people being like, how come you don't fight anything in the game? So I know that some people are going to be pretty satisfied with that. Still, to this very day. Get out of here, you. Thankfully, the bombs are pretty... The bomb can actually work to my advantage in a lot of ways here, too, just with this whole thing. Well, not so much with that whole thing. There we go. When a malaise creeping to boss cell. Oh no, this is still viewer suggested runs. This is just a very specific. It's not even just malaise. It is also the fact that everything does 5 points of malaise whenever it hits me, period. It's rough. And I don't think it's going to get any easier over time. It's too bad that I can't even take alienation, because that would be come on now. The best weapon in the entire game. Hey, look at that go. Let's just do this here. Might as well do Cursed Sword Run. No, not quite. Not quite. Cursed Sword Runs, as fun as they are, I feel like brings... At least you can get hit once, twice, 3 times a woman. In this mode, Cursed Sword Run, it's just anything. Especially with the doors exploding and all of the bombs. Let's try that one again. With the box elite? No, I wasn't getting out of that. Whoa, Nelly. Have you seen my suggestion for a ninja run? I haven't yet. You can probably play PS5 Royal early and at least have an idea of what's going on. Oh, I mean, I'm going to have an idea of what's going on. After all, it is the same game. I don't think it's so different that it's not even remotely similar. In fact, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of review of some of my old episodes. Or studying as we're getting closer to these bomb doors, man. Also, what skin is this? Demon skin. I believe you get it from Slashers. It is a very stylish one, though. I haven't used it too much, despite that. Really should be using it a little bit more. Appropriately Halloween, like I'd like to say. Hence why it was probably suggested. Okay, give me a bomb. A good bomb. None of these are good bombs. Okay, great. Sure, why not? More stats. No, Dead Cells is your bread and butter, but I just wanted to add that I enjoy your other playthroughs. Hey, thanks! I'm always glad to hear that other people are kind of branching out from Dead Cells. Of course, Dead Cells is, like, the game of the channel, and I do think it probably has the most replayability, but I do also like doing other stuff, too. There we go. Yes, I think this is going to be better than the Javelin just entirely. This, however, halfway through, the royal plot is going to start diverging in major ways. We'll see. I would not be opposed to it, considering how just the ridiculous amount of... There we go. Also, you know, another very useful thing for this particular mode, just sweeping away those bombs. Oh, thank God. Use the giant outfit, nothing scarier than a spooky skull. Oh, I mean, I'm sure there are plenty more suggested runs that I'm going to be doing that will have that exact requirement in there. Oh, yes, considering how much belly aching I've done about the Najima sections, I would not be opposed to having big change about halfway through. That was close. I mean, I am going to be doing the girl main character for the Royal when that comes out, so yeah. Pac-Man World 2 might be a good game for Halloween if Tombs of Scare isn't enough. I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking about that. Somebody also suggested doing Splatterhouse 3, but that's a Genesis game and I do not have access to it. Otherwise, I think that would actually be a pretty fun one, if I'm being honest. Splatterhouse games are really funky. Very silly, despite being very much horror focused. Oh man, less than 1 second. 136 milliseconds to not get in that door. I don't know if the new girl is a femc. Wait, is she not? I thought she was. I thought that the new girl was... Is the new girl Marie? Is it not a... I thought they were doing the... Well, okay, you can hear how confused I am right now. I have not been paying attention to the game at all. It's a female lead. Is female lead an option in Royal? I've been keeping myself in the dark. I don't know. You know, I've always said that I am allergic to hype, so I don't really watch too much for like promotional materials. I thought it was supposed to be a female lead. The new girl is an entirely new character. Oh, so it's a Marie. Well, all right. That's kind of disappointing, if I'm being honest. I was hoping to play as femc here. That was the plan, man. Lame. Boo. Exactly, Goldfish Toast. That's exactly how I feel. Unless you're talking about booing for the season. as the reason for the season, which, yes, that is also an appropriate response, too. Dang, I was gonna date every boy. Oh, well. What do you got here? 5 seconds. Probably gonna be a little bit better. Just start opening doors. Just start opening doors. You're just killing yourself by rolling through that. Is there a new update? Oh, no, it's just, it's same old. I'm just going through a bunch of, special runs that I've gotten suggested here. This one is very... It's called The Plague. You can find it in the kind of total run overhaul options, and it is something else. Let's just say that. That said, I mean, the new update, the corrupted one that I've been taking a look at in the past couple weeks, is in beta right now, if you want to check that out. So it's at least somewhat more stable compared to how it was before. Oh, no! Yeah, there's a good example of what the problem is. Look at that malaise, man. Yeesh. 2-cell mode here. Try not to scream too loud at the jump scares. I'm going to sleep. I mean, speaking of which, I do have some more Sonic music. Yeah, of course. What is more Halloween like? Queued up and ready to go if we're going to throw on that again. Why not? I've been doing it for each one of these streams so far. Hey, stop that, Wilford. My poor heart can't take that anymore. Too much booing. Mostly because I think that you're saying that the stream is bad, and it makes me sad. Stupid. What is it about Halloween that brings out the worst in these streams? Hey, Redite. Welcome to another spooktacular, spookerific, spook screen stream. The mispronunciation makes it scarier, I'd like to say. This one is just ridiculous as far as difficulty goes. Which is why I'm not expecting to be doing this one for too long. Fine by me. Oh, actually, I do. Do I want this more than the giant? Yeah, you know what? I do. I do, in fact, want that more than giant killer, because the ranged weaponry as well as just utility you can get out of punishment is going to be extremely useful. And sensible builds are the scariest thing of them all, I like to say. And low mint berry crunch. Bad grammar is very scary. Well, moderately. Occasionally scary. In Persona 3, we got the family lead. In Persona 4, we got the new character. It would be unlikely but cool if we got both with the new character. I mean, I think that we would have heard about, or at least somebody would have told me about it if that was the case. Oh, well, at least I'm hoping that much like with the... You know what, let's just throw out this here and not even worry about hitting them with my slow ranged weaponry right now. Much nicer. I mean, I think it's definitely going to be worth playing because, 1, new content. 2, probably going to be a lot of quality of life changes in that game that are going to be very good. I mean, I remember, like, the change up from, well, any of the versions of Persona 3, and then Persona 4, the Golden. A lot of stuff changing to make the various dungeon crawling experiences much different. Along with a little bit of new content. Even though, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I like the new content for Persona 4 the Golden all that much. I thought that the new social links were not of questionable quality. But the whole, like, being able to choose what skills your Persona will inherit and everything like that, I think was worth it alone. There we go. Oh. Hi, Orange Gang. Thanks for coming up for the scares for 5 seconds and watching me have the scariest thing of all happen. Like 5 kills away from getting the 60 kill door and losing it. Ah. You know, it's the little frightens that really get you in life, not the big ones. Should have played Tactics so we could have got Pardon Gift on top of all of this. I do actually have a set of mutations that I'm supposed to be using, so can't even quite have that happen. If nothing else, I would be taking Alienation or Necromancy instead of messing around with... Good. Instead of messing around with just the YOLO, for example. I'm taking so much malaise over the course of this, every single time that I get hit. Thankfully, I've only gotten hit by an actual enemy once so far. Boo earns. Oh, that's it. I'm taking away your dental plan. What do you think about Dead Cells Mobile? I mean, I hear it's pretty good, but I don't know, because it's one of those things where it's like, I've already gotten over 1,000 hours in the PC version. I'm not really champing at the bit to go start up a... Oh, right. I'm taking a bunch of... Go start up a new save file is what I was saying. But, right, I'm taking a bunch of brutality-focused things. Why am I taking so much necromancy? Or, why am I not taking necromancy? Why am I taking so much survival? This is bad start. Oh, well. Oh, actually, well, maybe it's not too bad. Well, that's only one... Ugh. I want the 2 stats. Where do you get the recycling tube blueprints? Final boss on 1 cell mode. Final boss on 1 cell mode. Oh god, yeah, don't forget about the horrible amount of bombs that I'm gonna have to go work with here. Yeah. That's always pretty satisfying. Oh god. Worms! Get up there! Oh, come on. The invisibility... Knew it was gonna happen, too. As soon as I broke that door, I was just... There was, like, life flashing before your eyes type of moment there. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. You ever do get a Switch? Do you think you'll buy Dead Cells for it? Probably not. Like I said, it's good. It's pretty much 100% committed to PC at this point in time. I would love to go survival once again, but I am actually remembering what I'm supposed to be doing here now. Come on. This is some absurd nonsense. Bruh, doors aren't even real enemies. You tell that to any game with a door mimic. Never saw it in Gungeon, but it's there. It's all like, be there or be square. And then it was. Like a door. There's bombers in the prison quarters, apparently on, you know what, I am gonna take that. Anything that gets rid of the bombs here. Apparently on 2 boss cell mode, there are in the newest update, the corrupted update here. But that's something that I haven't quite experienced just yet due to being on 5 cell mode so much. Yeah, there's a hidden boss. It's the Skull Door. Yep, the Door Lord. That's the one that I was talking about. I tried to see that in the playthrough that I did recently on Gungeon. Never happened to see that one. There are also like fake doors. I know Kirby has had some in its series. I think that's very silly whenever those things appeared. Oh, do I want this? Yes, for the extra stats. Thunder Shield, I think, is also, you know, maybe of questionable use sometimes. Let's just say that. He's pretty rare. He is indeed, and that's why I didn't end up seeing him at all. Don't know why I am getting the explosive crossbows. Nope. Why I'm getting the explosive crossbow so much, but I guess I can't complain too much. It's a fairly powerful weapon. You know what? Let's just get out of here before I... No. Let's go. What's the run theme today? It's the Plague modifier. Because what's scarier than an incredibly difficult run going on here? Every time anything hits you, it does 5 points of malaise. Get no flask charges, a lot of stuff like that going on, basically. What else? What else? Everything explodes. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Spooktacular Part 2. Well, technically Part 3, if you want to count the one that I didn't put up. But, you know, hey. You didn't miss anything. The reason you don't use Dancy movement, the Dancy movement that a lot of Twitch Dead Cell streamers do. What sort of fancy movement you talking about? Right in there. Well, thankfully the bombs don't cause malaise. That's the important bit. Anywho. Just so used to this last place an enemy appeared being safe. Cannot get that sort of thought out of my head. Ooh. No. Well, you know what? I'm actually gonna take it. Because I'm gonna roll the bones a little bit. See if this works. How to farm rare blueprints and cells. It's difficult on mobile. I don't know if mobile has the hunter's grenade, but that's kind of the way to do it. Basically, you just get the hunter's grenade and then go throw that at whatever enemy is carrying the blueprint that you want to get. But aside from that, getting cells, just do it on high cell difficulty, I think is really the... Come on. Is really the best thing you can do. Because that will get you a lot of extra cells. Go through the easiest route possible, go through the easiest route possible, reset after the first boss, hit up every cell door you can. Cell doors on any difficulty will give you... Yeah, there we go. Cell doors on any difficulty will give you 20 cells flat. You don't need any other requirements. It's a good way to farm up stuff even at low levels. Aside from that, obviously you get more cells if you do stuff on higher cell difficulty. So, that's what I would recommend. Just keep throwing that down. Yeah, I want to say that the electro grenade is going to be my best friend over the course of this run here. Just completely nullifies a lot of the issues that I'm experiencing with the bombs. Come on, dude. Don't do me like that. Oh. Notice you've been playing Crosscode a decent bit. How do you like the first dungeon? It's kind of surprisingly difficult, all things considered. I was pretty well over-leveled for it, so it wasn't too bad in terms of combat. But I had kind of a little bit rough time against the boss, specifically. Oh, don't worry, I'll be continuing with that after the Royal is out, basically. Gotta do a lot more... Persona before we start getting into anything else. That series takes up all of the time I have, after all. Now, where is the... Oh, not even this area right here. You are a noob. Oh, you got me, though. You're not wrong. There. Ooh. Doc, you have to get the enemy low on health first. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about for you're talking about the Hunter's Grenade. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating how that works, but highly recommend taking any sort of freezing or stunning with you. Something like a Frost Blast will be your best friend when it comes to farming out blueprints. You can also, like, really try to mess around with enemies by, like, jumping on top of areas, and then when you're up here, start using the grenade. It's a weird technique, but it is definitely very effective. There we go. And get rid of a little bit of malaise. Now I can get hit twice more before I die. Might think that's not a lot, but in this mode, it makes all the difference. Okay. Ooh. Would you say that you still enjoy Dead Cells after all the time you spent with it? Oh, absolutely. This game really does hold up to replaying. And I'm not really somebody that replays a whole lot of games. I mean, you can probably tell from all the various series that I've done. That I kind of just, sort of a one and done. I knew that even when I first started Dead Cells that I would be more than happy to be committed to doing this on the regular for pretty much the channel's entire lifetime. It's fast, it's challenging. It's not even like your average sort of Binding of Isaac or stuff like that. It still remains challenging even after playing it this much, which is great. Oh. If he's a noob, then I don't know what I am in this game. Oh, man, let me tell you. There's still a lot of points that I screw up some really basic stuff. I mean, I got killed by... How many times have I gotten killed by a ball and chain? I'm not going to say that I'm incredibly good at this or anything, but... At least I kind of vaguely know what I'm doing. I don't know. Okay. No, that's not quite what I wanted, but at least I didn't take the malaise from it. Good. And good and great. Rough. I skipped COD for playing Call of Duty? I mean, yeah, Blackout I heard was actually kind of good. Ooh, perfect. Don't take the owl when you're trying to use Hunter's Grenade. Oh, any sort of turret is going to be... Sure. Yeah, I'll make this work. Any sort of turret is going to be trouble when it comes to getting the Hunter's Grenade working, so just watch out for that. I always forget. I'm just continuing to forget. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. The bombs here are screwing me up almost more than anything else, which is a strange, not what I would have expected. Okay. Good. 7-cell run when they implement it, that's going to be the standard. So look forward to that whenever it happens. Ish. Good. Damn it. He got me on the rebound because I was taking so long trying to wind up there. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Okay, okay. You know, even with the 2 times damage, it's just, there's so many things going on here that are gonna mess me up. There are just so many factors in this particular challenge run that are driving me crazy. Gate Arbiters, clap your hands. I'm much better with them now that they don't appear everywhere. Eesh. Let's go. I'm on 1 cell and lost 300 plus cells at the end of the first run. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, nice. Oh, yeah, that'll happen. It's, really want to... I mean, I would highly recommend throwing them into any sort of basic upgrade as soon as you possibly can all the time. Really wait until you're like at 3-4 boss cell mode until you start throwing in, right, don't forget what you're actually supposed to do here. Melee, that's right. I would highly recommend just throw in, yeah, waiting until you're on like 3 or 4 boss cell mode to start putting cells into the forge. Who would ever suggest this run? Well, let me call them out right now. Oh, it's Alex the Titan, common commenter. Somebody who wanted to see me suffer, additionally. So cool. Thanks. Big shout out here. Oh, come on now. I'm a Soulsborne player, so I like Dead Cells for that reason. That's the exact reason why I got into it. Because I just thought, it's like, hey, you know what? I like the Dead Cells. I mean, I like the Dark Souls, so I don't really see why I wouldn't. Like the Dead Cells. They advertise it so similarly. And of course, like the first thing that I thought to do when it came to, you know, branching out from just, well, playing the game was to take the cue from the old Dark Souls players and start doing single weapon runs. So there is I mean, it's not just even the... Yeah, watch out there. It's not just even the, you know, playing this game was because I like the whole roguelite style. It was also because I saw a lot of Dead Cells in this as well. Let's just watch out for this one here. Yeah, and wait until the bomb's back up before dipping down in there. You know, having this be brutality scaling is actually helping out quite a bit. I am very happy with that. Whoosh. How long is this stream gonna last? I just got here. I mean, I'm like looking at this right now. This is such a difficult run that I'm not quite sure if it's going to be very quick just because I keep losing, or take a very long time because I just can't let it go without getting a win going on here. Either of them are equally likely. And what's scarier than being obsessive about winning? That's more of a, like, what was that, 1 hour film, the one horror movie, or any sort of obsessive movie, I suppose. Misery, Rear Window, whatever you want to say. Rather than like a jump scare type of horror. Psychological horror. There we go. Ooh. Why are they dropping bombs left and right? Oh, it's part of the custom thing. This is the plagues, which means that everything drops bombs like they are sick rappers or causing just tons and tons of malaise. I have no flask charges, as you can probably tell. It's a nightmare. It's a horrible nightmare, but hey, it's what the people want. Nope. And actually got the one where he falls off the edge there. I hate that one almost. I hate that enemy can do that almost more than anything else the Lacerator does. It's your unpredictability that makes me frustrated with you. Oh yeah, but somebody... Oh yeah, Mr. Rental, though, I saw, but didn't say anything about it earlier, was talking about doing the slam and then that thing? That's a really hard maneuver to pull off. I cannot even do this consistently. Yeah, if you can do it well, it's pretty cool, but like, man, that's a rough one to do with any sort of consistency. It's much like using the assault shield. It's such a highly specific speedrunner tech that I can't pull it off with. Yeah, with any consistency, basically. Jeez. Ooh. Saw your stream and the no-hit cursed sword run got me more into this game. I mean, it's great if you can do it. Those runs are the best you're ever going to be feeling with video games if you can pull them off. But it only takes one hit. Press, you can just press roll immediately after small falls, makes your gameplay a lot faster. Oh man, but it's still... I mean, are you just talking about like regular, that sort of thing? I usually do this, don't I? I'm not quite sure. Open wounds, final one to be taken, and I don't think it's going to be helping too much. You see Horroristo's cursed run? That mad lad can walk in the rain without getting wet. I know, right? I mean, I've done a decent run like that, but that guy still has me beat on every single front possible. It is maddening to try to compare yourself to that. Always a bigger fish, you know? Okay, come on, just get down here. That'll work. That won't work, though. That dog won't hunt. By the way, that was intentional. I need to get rid of that malaise. I don't really have too much of an ability to work around that otherwise. Are you kidding me? Oh, of course, of course. When it's a turns around, I immediately get hit again. Oh, man. That exact little bit of maneuvering there. All right. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah, I got this unlocked now. And speaking of maybe, if I can't get hit at all, why not just go full-on tactics? I think that's not a bad idea at all, if I do say so myself. So we're just not even going to worry about getting hit. This is clearly the strategy to be using with this particular... I'm going to keep the tonic. With this particular ridiculous set of requirements. All I got to do is just... Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to use any of the mutations that I'm supposed to allegedly be taking, but whatever, man. I just need to get a decent run going on here, and it has not been happening as of just yet. Ah, get out of here, you guys. And by you guys, I mean bombs? Oh, great. Good start there. All right. What was that area? The ossuary? Talking about? Oh, it's just a standard. Oh, wait, no, you're talking about the recycling tubes. New in this latest update. It is something you get after you beat the final boss on one cell mode. It's pretty nice. Instead of giving you just a set of equipment, you know, like a ranged melee and shield, now it just gives you an entire build. You get an entire build right off the bat, which is something pretty nice. Helps get your run started a lot more than... Hey, here we go. Speaking of good... Well, yeah. Speaking of good tactics runs, this is already a great start. Although, keeping this owl around is going to be a little bit difficult with all the exploding doors. This is the beta. Yes, the current update is now in beta. So, we are... Ooh. No. Nah. So we are currently looking at, you know, your progress being able to be saved and the various quality of life improvements are here as well. What are good abilities for green runs? Heavy grenade, giant's whistle. Both of those. I mean, Crusher can be okay in some specific scenarios, but I'd like to say that the king of doing survival runs are giant's whistle, but especially heavy grenade. Big area of effect, big damage. Can be used instantly, unlike most weapons in that run. Unlike most melee and ranged weapons. It's the full package, baby. Oh, not close enough to be able to get there in 2 minutes. Oh, well, not a big deal because I didn't even get the that was close. I didn't even get the stats anyway. Anywho, I don't make this game don't stop after making this one. Well, trust me, they as of right now, they have split off their company into one group called Evil Empire, which is fully working on Dead Cells, and the home motion twin team is working on something different at this point in time. So they are definitely not quitting just yet, as far as I know. Can you reflect the trapdoor bombs? Yes, but I'm bad at it, basically. Not too much to be said aside from that. Some things I just can't pull off consistently enough, but I don't really try that much. But here. Or maybe you can't. Never mind. I mean, it was working. Okay, so I guess you can deflect it with probably a shovel, the magnetic grenade, and a tornado, but not shields? Yeah, no, you can't do it with shields. Cool. Motion twin fix your game. That's frightening. Because, yeah, if I do this, then... Yeah. Oh, boy. Inconsistencies. Used to run Crusher with... Oh, yeah, don't forget about Wolf Trap, of course. Actually, thank you for reminding me of that. Crusher and Wolf Trap does work pretty well. So does Crusher and, like, Nutcracker, especially... Or, not Crusher, I mean... So does Nutcracker and Wolf Trap. But Wolf Trap is also one of the few things that can buff up damage over time modifiers, which makes it extra valuable. You're not going to be able to get too many damage over time runs when it comes to using a survival build. However, tactics builds, or the very rare survival builds where you do manage to get something like I don't know, colorless alchemic carbine, it can be extremely powerful. So check that out. Yeah, the Nut Crusher. What did I say? Because, I mean, that is clearly the correct... every time. That is clearly the correct name. I'm not going to take any of these. I want to keep the magic missile. That thing has been serving me well so far, and I have no reason to believe that... Well, I mean, yes, the bomb does move a little bit when I try to parry it, but I don't... That's, I can't really imagine a use case where that's going to be useful. And there we go. Well, speaking of damage over time, that wouldn't be terrible But I have fully committed to doing a tactics run at this point in time, and I cannot deviate from that in any way. Magnetic Grenade, of course, 1, showing up surprisingly often, and 2, being extremely useful. Look at it go. All right. Let's do this. Yeah. Or to reverse Uno no you card. Yeah. Why does it gotta be like that? I mean, it's a bomb. You can parry bombs, and that one kind of gets parried, but not really? I don't understand. Frankly, physics are a mystery to me. Hey, Lucas. Welcome to the jam, and by jam, I mean inescapable nightmare that is Halloween runs. By entering into the stream, your soul has been trapped here until I end the stream. Yeah, I couldn't get it for that long. Look, soul binding is a difficult exercise, you have to understand. Amazing this game is on so many platforms. I mean, with how successful it was, it's not really too surprising at all. Also, yes, please. May I ask how you entered that door? When you have multiple cell difficulties, it requires as many cells to enter the door as the little circles that appear on there. And they let you get into little areas where you can get into shops, as well as extra cells. What else? Cursed chests. Bunch of good stuff. However, a lot of them are not tremendously useful for me. They're just moderately useful. Let me get a quick review of this game. Give me a quick review of this game. Your basic, it is your basic type of roguelite. Live for a run, die, restart the entire thing. Permanent upgrades include getting various improvements to your basic weapons, unlocking new weapons, unlocking new abilities. For example, the ability to heal more or get special weapons at the start of each run. And gameplay is somewhat Castlevania-y, somewhat comparable to Dark Souls, where every weapon has a specific amount of weight and, heft to it, especially if you're using the slower survival ones, as well as a big emphasis on parrying, blocking, everything like that. Extremely, extremely fast-paced, extremely, extremely difficult. So if you're looking for a good challenge, you can't go much worse than Dead Cells. How about that? I mean, it is probably, I would say that in the past couple of years, aside from something like, I don't know, Slay the Spire, probably the most notable roguelite to come out. So if that is not probably the most notable, most recognized, most lauded, so if that's not a good enough review alone, I think not too much more I can say about it. Can you get a magic missile in the cavern from the Arbiters? That's exactly where you get it. Head out for some Thai food. Hopefully you can beat the concierge sometime soon. See you later when you're streaming Pisana. It's going to be happening right after this. I don't know. If I can't even get to the first boss, this one might go right into the vault again, because, man, is it... Oh, I got to get a good run here before I can feel like it's even worth posting. Well, I mean, I got to take melee. I got to take open wounds, because that's the required suggestion. Everything. Dream demand sacrifice. And you just help the cause. Oh, boy. Oh, do I want this? No. Wouldn't Slay the Spire be more roguelike than roguelite? Absolutely not. As a true blue OG roguelike player, it is not a turn-based ASCII game. So I cannot in good conscience say that it is more like that. You also don't have the general, combination and everything. I mean, it's more of a card game than anything else, I would say. Let's go. Oh, at least now that I have the Now that I've gotten rid of the curse, it's going a little bit better. However, if I don't get an upgrade for my magic missile sometime soon, I'm going to be in a heap of trouble. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? I can't believe I got out of that without taking any more melees. That was a tricksy... Ooh, what do we got? Torch? I may actually take that. I see you being cheeky with me, Mr. Roguelike. Rouge-like. Well, it also doesn't really have red as a primary color in the game anyway, unless you're playing as Ironclad, I suppose. Oh, come on! That's the worst. What a terrible outcome after everything that I did to get to that point. All right, 100% given and taken. You know what? I'm willing to give her the old cool leg try. Now, that just means the original hit. It doesn't include the fire, but that might not be the worst thing. Because you do attack real fast with the good old torch, after all. And good. Ooh. First time catching a stream. Man, welcome to one of the more difficult runs that I've done since Cursed Sword. No promises on anything. Crap. Being successful here, speaking of which. Yeah, speaking of which, man. Maybe I'll do one of the more traditional suggestions after this one, since this is clearly far too difficult. Come on. Oh boy. Nothing here is particularly good either. Nope. Do you watch any animes? I don't really watch anime too much. It's true. It's just don't really watch too much like non-YouTube stuff these days, if I'm being honest. I not only make this stuff myself, I also watch a lot of it. Okay, so it has to be open wounds because that's the run. Oh boy. Persona still count as anime? No. It's Halloween. I'm surprised we aren't seeing a cosplay run. I mean, I think somebody did suggest a cosplay run. I don't remember what the exact requirements were. I think it was similar to that one, the boss costumes type of run that I did a little while ago. You remember that? Okay. Yeah. Oof. Go. What is the difference between a roguelite and a roguelike? Well, I mean, if it has just like a permadeath as well as... I mean, what would I say? Like permadeath, some sort of procedural generation elements. That would be a roguelite. Roguelike would be, you know, properly like Rogue, where you're on a grid and everything is turn-based, and there's a huge amount of emphasis on freedom in what you can do vis-a-vis, like, combining items and whatever. Basically, if it looks like Rogue... Don't look up a picture of Rogue. Does your game look even somewhat like that? Well, then you are halfway there to being a roguelike. Cosplay run equals explosive... Nope. There we go. Let's give an attempt. After 1.5, what is your favorite build? Still like dots? I mean, dots are still king, because a lot of the other more powerful runs are, well, based off of having two of the same item, and that's not really as possible, not really as plausible to do anymore. Now, I know you might be saying, you're taking 2 times damage, as well as tactics run, and you're also already very low on health. Is this really the best idea? To which I'd say, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any difference between this and any other time that I've gotten into a challenge rift. There we go. Ah. Let's try a different suggested run here so that I can at least get something. Actually, you know what? First off, let's get a split in the recording so that if I do decide to put this one up, it's not going to be a cavalcade of failures for an hour.